Hello, my dear students. Welcome to our online class. I am Tojammel Haq, Assistant Teacher English, Nator Government Girls High School. Today, I will take a class on CV, which is taken from class 9-10 of English second part. Okay, so our discussion topic will be today CV writing. CV writing has two parts. First one is a cover letter and second one is a CV, or that is curriculum vitae. Its another name is resume or biodata, where there are a lot of information about the person who is seeking a job. So we have two parts. CV writing has two parts. First one, a cover letter. Number two, CV or curriculum vitae. So to write a CV, you must remember that there are two parts. First one is a cover letter and second is a CV or curriculum vitae. So I will make it clear. First one, the cover letter, how we can write a cover letter. Okay, so we will go to the cover letter. Cover letter is one kind of application which is forwarded to the authority who is offering a job. So it is one kind of application. To write a CV, there are many kinds of formats, systems, etc. So there are British style, American style, and maybe another style. So I will try to write in a formal and easy way. And before writing the cover letter, I want to say that we should write all the paras. Beginning of sentences should be written from the right side, having a specific space. Okay, so all the rows will be from the same place. That is, we can start writing by our date. We are writing a cover letter where we will write a cover letter starting from date. So today's date is 7/7/2010. So it is our date. Then here will be the designation of the authority who is offering a job. There are a lot of institutions and offices, government, non-government. So there are a lot of offices and there is different kinds of authorities. So we have to designate the authority according to the authority who is offering a job. There are a lot of institutions. For example, we can say that we are searching a job in a school as an assistant teacher. So the designation of the authority will be the headmaster. And if it is a job about the financial activities, for example, in a bank, you want to be an officer in a bank, then your designation may be the manager, or it may be IT sector. Then your designation may be the managing director, or it may be a pharmaceutical institution. That also case general manager, etc. may be a director. So the authority will be of various kinds. It may be the head master, or the director, or it may be the manager, etc. So you should write the designation of the authority according to the offices. So after that we will write the address of the authority. Address of the authority. The address of the authority is supplied in the question paper. So from the question paper or from the question you can write the address of the authority. Then we will go to our subject. A subject, very often we see that students write in a short form SUB, sub. So I will suggest you that you have to write the full form subject. Okay, subject, it may be an application, dot. According to your job, an application may be various types. That is an application for an assistant teacher, an application for an manager, an application for a senior officer of a bank, etc., etc. Okay, so our date, designation of the authority, address of the authority, and subject and application. Then we will start from dear sir. Okay, you can write dear sir or only sir, etc. you can write also. So after writing this, we will go to the body of the letter. That is, we will discuss, we will describe how I have got the job advertisement and how my academic qualification is, etc., etc. Okay, so body of the letter. Then at the end of the writing, we will go to the at the end of the writing, we will write yours sincerely. Okay, it is the closing of an application, yours sincerely, and here will your signature. Here it is your signature. At the bottom of the an application, there will be yours sincerely, yours faithfully, etc. You can use another kind of words. Then signature. After the signature, at the last point of the cover letter, you will add attachment. Okay, attachment or enclosure. Attachment or enclosure. So after writing the application, you will add some information, attachment or enclosure. There will be first one, a complete CV, and number 2, PP size photo, number 3, photo copy of all academic documents. Okay, so our CV writing part 1 cover letter is done. I again mention that first one will be date, second one the designation of the authority, third one the address, then the subject, why are you writing the letter, subject, then sir or dear sir, body of the letter. At the last stage we will come to the yours sincerely. After writing this, you have to put a signature. After the signature, you will write some information, attachment, enclosure. It indicates what are the documents you are going to include with your cover letter or application. Okay, so it is our first part is done. Then we will go to the second part. Our second part will be about CV. So while writing CV, in board question we see that sometime very often we see that there is written you should not exceed 1 page while writing CV. So you must bear in mind that I already have told you that there are two parts of writing CV. First one, a cover letter, that is application, and second one is CV or curriculum vitae or biodata or resume. It is about the information of the candidates who is searching for a job. So while writing or putting up for the information, you cannot exceed the single page of the writing, and you must bear in mind that there are a lot of information you have to include in this page. So while you are writing, you must mind it. To write a CV, we will start from our name. Name of the applicant. Name of the applicant, the person who is going to search a job or want a job from the authority, the name of that person, name. Then come to the point, father's name. Then next point is mother's name. Next point is present address. It indicates that present address means where the person is living now. Then our point, permanent address. So it is his or her permanent address, the person who is searching for a job. It is permanent address. Then next point, date of birth. Date of birth is very much important. You have to remember many points here. Date of birth indicates that when you were born. I want to say something in this point, that now we are the students of class 9 or 10 and you are below 16 years old, but you have to write as if you were a person or candidate that you have already finished your master's degree. So date of birth is very much important. You have to calculate all the academic activities and you have to put your date of birth. For example, if you want to complete your secondary education, it will take about 16 years, then higher secondary 2 years, and honors graduate 4 years, and then masters is for 1 year. So it will take about 23 years to complete your academic qualification. So remember this point, you have to put the date of birth. For example, it is 2020 and before 23 years it will be 1997. So you have just now passed your master's degree. I can also add 1 year with it. So I can guess that you are 24 years old just now. So before 24 years back it was 1996. So I can say that your date of birth is 7/7/1996. So date of birth is that you are born and it is 7/7/1996. So after this, after calculating from 1996, you have completed your master's degree. Okay. So after writing your date of birth, you will write another information that is your NID, National Identification Number, then your nationality, nationality. Okay, then you will write about religion, then you will write marital status, etc. Okay, so after completing all the information, you will have to give information about academic qualification. So to write a academic qualification, you have to make a table, and which table may have 5 columns and 5 rows, because you have completed 5 stages of your life in education. First one SSC, second one SSC, third one honors graduate, and last one masters. So you have to put all the information about these degrees. So we will go to now our table of academic qualification. I will draw a table here with 5 columns and 5 rows. One, 2, 3, 4, and last one 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So first one is name of degrees. Name of degrees. Okay. Second one, passing year. Third one, subject or group. Then result, and last one is institution, from where you have completed your degrees. Okay, there are 5 points. First one, name of degrees, passing year, group, result, institution. We have to fill the gaps writing about the information of different degrees. So name of degrees, we can start from SSC. Okay, SSC, our SSC degree, and I have already told that you are born in 1996. So after 16 years, you have completed your SSC examination, secondary school certificate. So if you add 1996 and 16 plus will be 2012. So your SSC passing year is 2012. And group, a group may be of different kinds, science, arts, commerce, etc. Okay, you can write according to the necessity of the authority. You can write science or arts as you like. But one point you must remember, that if your job is about any scientific related activities, that is you want to be an IT technologist in a IT firm, or you want to work as an pharmacist in a pharmaceutical institution, then you must complete your CV writing the science group, because if you are a student of arts or commerce faculty, you cannot apply for this post. So according to the desired thing, you have to write science or arts group. Then result, you can write a result 5 point, grade point, average. And institution means a SSC and SSC from will be from your board. There are a lot of boards in Bangladesh. So if you are a student of Rajshahi board, you will write the Rajshahi board. So there are 5 points. Number 1, name of degrees, passing year, group, result, institution, or you can write board or university, you can also write. So Rajshahi board, it will be about Rajshahi board. Then second was is SSC. SSC. To complete SSC, you need 2 years after SSC. So if we add 2 years, it will be 2014, and your group will be also science, I think. And result, I hope it will be a better result. Then we can write 5. Okay, and it will be also a Rajshahi board. Rajshahi board. Okay, then we come to the next point, our graduation course. To complete a graduate, it is needed 4 years. So it will be honors. To write this degree, you have to remember some points, because there are many kinds of graduate degrees. It may be BA, BCom, BSS, BSc, etc. So it will depend on in which subject you are studying now, or in which department you are a student while you are reading. For example, if it is about science faculties, for example mathematics, chemistry, physics, then you have to write BSc honors. And if you are a student of group of humanities, that is Bangla, English, etc., then you have to write in BA honors. And if you are a student of commerce faculty, that is economics, finance, etc., then you have to write BCom honors. Okay, so then there will be many kinds of title: BA, BCom, BSc honors. Okay, and I want to clarify you that if you want a job in a bank, then you will put information about BCom, because it is related with financial activities. So if it is related with financial activities, you will put the information about BCom honors, that is you have completed your graduate from commerce faculty. Then it will need 4 years. So 2018. In 2018, you will complete your graduation course, and you have to write the subject, group, and here will be your subject, because while you are completing the graduation course, it will be on any specific subject. It may be Bangla, English, mathematics, etc., etc. Okay, suppose, so I think that you want to be an assistant teacher in a school, so you can write BA English. Okay, your subject now, not group, subject is now English. And result, if you write GPA, then you have to write it below 4 point, because GPA here will be CGPA and it will be total score 4. So you have to complete it below the 4. Then you can write 3.5 among CGPA 4. It is not GPA, it is a CGPA. And he can complete it at different universities of Bangladesh. It may be Dhaka University, it may be of Rajshahi University, etc. Okay, we can write University of Dhaka or University of Dhaka. So you have completed your graduation course from Dhaka University and you have achieved CGPA 3.50 and your subject was English and you have completed 2018. Then our last course M. It also MA, M.Com, MSc, etc. Earlier I told that there are a lot of degrees BA, BCom, BSc. In the same way, according to the subject and department, it will be various types: MA, MCom, MSc, Master of Arts, Master of Commerce, Master of Science. Okay, so you have to put the information on what type of job you are searching or what type of person candidates the authority is searching for. If it is related with human resource group, then you will write MA, and if it is about science group, you will write MSc, and if it is any financial activities, you will write MCom. So to complete master's degree, you will need 1 year. So 2019, you have completed your master's degree in 2019 and subject will be the same, English. Then CGPA 3.50 CGPA and university is the same, University of Dhaka. Okay, so we have completed our table about the academic qualification. So the total table is our academic qualification. We can write it academic qualification. Okay, so all the information are put here already. After writing this table, we will write our reference. Reference is important also because reference will be given about 2 persons, number 1, number 2. The 2 persons will be very much prominent or famous figure in our society, so that if the authority wants some information from them, they can get their desired information. So it is name of 2 persons with their designation and identification. So after reference, we will write about our interest. Interest means that you are very much interested to do something, you like very much to do anything related to the activities of the authority. Then your skill. The authority always wants some skilled person. So if you have any skill related with the job, or then you will get more opportunity than the other candidates. So if you have any skill related with the advertised job, you must put it skill. Okay, then after skill, we will go to the last point about the signature. Okay, signature of the candidate. My dear students, I repeat all the information again. At the last point, we have come to your signature. Okay, so signature will be the last point. After signature, we need not write anything. I repeat the same thing: academic qualification, name of degrees, passing year, group, result, institution. It will be the GPA, grade point average. Okay, GPA and CGPA and CGPA. Okay, so I have written many information about CV writing, biodata or resume, you can say. So while writing this all information, you should not exceed the one page. You cannot go to the second page. While putting on the information, you must complete the information in a single page. So I again want to draw your attention, telling that writing CV is not so very hard matter. It is easy matter, and I have told you about every kind of information. I have tried to draw everything. Then if you feel any difficulty, you must follow the table writing structure format. Then I hope that you will be able to get your desired success in your life. So till then, be happy, be successful, and be safe. Goodbye.